If you picture the richest self-made women in America, you picture household names, media moguls who built their fortunes in front of a camera, or reality TV stars who turned social media attention into billion-dollar empires. But Diane Hendricks is worth $22 billion. That is more than both of them combined, and you have likely never heard her name. She sells roofing shingles. We assume extreme wealth requires public fame. In reality, the quietest empires are usually the largest. When Diane and Ken started ABC Supply in 1982, they looked past Hollywood and Silicon Valley. They chose an unglamorous trade in Beloit, Wisconsin. Their strict philosophy, chasing attention, distracts from the mechanics of building a business, so they stayed invisible. But hiding in a boring industry does not automatically make you a billionaire. To get there, she had to find a mechanical flaw in the market. She built her model around an unavoidable physical reality. Every roof in America is constantly degrading. Rain, snow, and sun ensure it will eventually fail. Diane did not invent a new product. She simply positioned ABC Supply to capture this endless, unpreventable cycle of decay and repair. This chart shows the weather damage and repair cycle. It translates directly into $20 billion in annual revenue. The physical demand cannot be stopped. Compare this steady cycle to a typical tech startup. Consumer apps rely on fickle trends. Roofs rely on physics. The most durable fortunes solve problems that never go away. But even a perfect system can fracture. In 2007, the system broke. Her husband, Ken, died. Diane was 60 years old, suddenly alone at the top of a massive company. Personal grief collided with terrible timing. The Great Recession was destroying the housing market and ripping through the stock exchange floor. The rational move was obvious: sell the company, cash out the equity, and exit gracefully into retirement. She did the exact opposite. Instead of retreating, she pushed her chips to the center of the table and moved to acquire her largest rival. She temporarily gave up minority shares just to survive the deal. 4 years later, she bought them back entirely for $1.4 billion to lock down total control. Most people exit when staying is hardest. She stayed. But if you want to copy her playbook, you need to understand the caveat behind the phrase self-made. A $22 billion empire is rarely built in a total vacuum from absolute zero. When they started, Ken was already an established roofing contractor. He brought existing capital, a deep professional network, and years of blue-collar expertise. Proximity to the right people and established industries is an enormous advantage. You cannot ignore that head start. The foundation was shared, but the aggressive expansion at age 60 and the ruthless refusal to quit is a reality she owns entirely. You came into this thinking you knew what an American billionaire looked like. The true face of ultimate wealth is an older woman in Wisconsin, quietly moving massive volumes of physical building materials through a warehouse. Her fortune rests on 3 pillars: recurring demand, immense staying power, and a rejection of the easy out. You can see the result in the sheer scale of her headquarters. Attention is loud, true wealth is silent, boring, and absolutely relentless. If this story changed how you think about wealth and attention, I linked 3 books below that go deeper into the same idea. And if you want more stories like this, subscribe to the channel for more videos and deep dives.